how the author puts them together using different text structures, and then also, making sure that we are able to read something and we can summarize it in an effective manner, okay? So let's see if we can move these slides here. Maybe not. Let's try this. That isn't working either. Oh boy. There we go. So lesson 1, context clues. So for today, you're going to be taking some guided notes. We're going to be working with the essential question, what strategies can we use to find the meaning of unknown words and phrases, okay? So the first thing that we're actually not going to watch this Brain Pop video because you guys already did that. The slides in here, but the first thing you're going to do, guys, is we're going to take some notes. There is an attached document, an attached assignment that you can open, or if you were in class last week, I gave you a paper copy of the notes that you can take. You're to write all of the purple words that are on this PowerPoint slide into your notes. Most of it is this is a complete definition, but most of them are just words, so they're guided notes, okay? Again, if you do not have the paper copy that you got in class on Thursday last week, that's okay. The document is attached and you can pull that up and you can pause this video where you need to go ahead and record the everything that's in the purple print. So this goes in your definition box at the top. Context clues are words or phrases around an unfamiliar word which can help you to understand the meaning of this new word or phrase. Okay, so it's just the print around the print that you don't understand. Okay, so it's just the context. So if you learn how to use these clues, you can save yourself a trip to the dictionary. Of course, most of you use your iPads now, right? Increase your vocabulary and improve your reading comprehension. So really, it's going to help to make you a better reader and a more efficient reader, okay? So these different strategies that we're going to go through today, you're going to write some notes on those, and then we're going to try to practice using those so that when we get into some more difficult texts, especially those informational textbooks, pieces from textbooks and things, you'll have a way to, some different strategies to figure out those unfamiliar words, okay? Again, pause this if you need to, and so you can type in or write in the purple print in your notes, okay? This next slide tells you that the actual sentence that the word is in might offer an example of the word or tell what the word does. If you encounter an unfamiliar word, context clues or other words around it in the sentence or paragraph can help you figure out its meaning, okay? So let's take a look at an example. So the first box that you have on your graphic organizer says, definitions might be right there in the sentence. So let's move this so that you can see that. There you go. Right in the sentence. So after the word or that directly follow an unfamiliar word. So it could be after the word. So this is an example of that. The trek or journey became more challenging as we approached the top of the mountain. So here, the author puts the definition right inside the parentheses, right? That extra information for us. The trek or journey, okay, became more challenging. So we know here that a trek is a journey. So make sure that you're typing or writing into your notes after, directly follow, and trek, okay? Still in box 1, you know what? We can look at punctuation. It might help us out, all right? Authors often use punctuation clues to help the reader, okay? Punctuation clues might include commas, dashes, or parentheses. So here's an example of that. In order to keep the dogs inside the yard, we built a parapet, a low wall or railing, okay? So here we have parapet and then we have a comma, and the author's actually giving us the definition after the word, okay? Very similar to our first example. Again, you're writing the purple words into your note sheet or you're typing it into the document where the underlined spaces are, okay? All All right, so we're still in this definitions box because guess what? Definitions might come after, but they also might come before the word, okay, that you may not know. So context clues may be listed at the beginning of the sentence before the unfamiliar word. This is an example of that. The worm ate the middle layer of the peach, which is called the mesocarp.
Good afternoon at this time. English.
So here you can see that the definition, the middle layer of the peach is actually, the definition is before the word. So the author here put it before. So, you know, again, it might be before, it might be after, but look for the author to define that word right in the text. All right, let's see what else we have here. All right, so now we're on to box number 2. So clues can be found elsewhere in the passage. So they might be found in the previous sentence. An example of that, everyone at the dinner table cleaned their plates and asked for seconds. As the guests left, they said that the dinner was delectable, okay? So here, if everyone cleaned their plates and asked for seconds, this delectable must mean it was really, really yummy, right? Okay, so look maybe in the previous sentence for clues. Another example, look for clues in the next sentence or the following sentence. So here's an example. Jake left the waitress a paltry tip. She forgot to give them glasses of water. She brought out cold food and never checked on them, so she deserved a small tip. Here it comes right out and says that paltry is a small tip, right? So it means small, okay? So look for those types of clues in the context of the word that you don't know. All right, so 3, look for synonyms and antonyms. So the context clue may be synonym words, which are words that mean the same, okay? Or antonym words, which are opposites, okay? So sometimes authors will give us clues with synonyms or antonyms. So here's an example. Reducing cholesterol has a number of advantageous results. One positive outcome is reducing the risk of heart disease. Well, here it says advantageous results, and it says that that's a positive outcome. So these are synonyms, okay? So this is a synonym clue because it's giving you the synonym, okay? Advantageous results mean positive outcome, okay? Those are synonyms. Another example, I detest liver, but I adore steak. So here we have a contrast or an antonym clue. So detest means do not care for, right? If you don't care for something, you detest it, all right? But if you adore something, you love it. So here it says this person detests liver but adores steak, okay? So here the author gives us an antonym. So, you know, we know it means the opposite of adore, okay? So let's take a look at the 4th and final strategy to use. Make substitutions based on information in the text, okay? So sometimes you can replace the unfamiliar word with a substitution word to see if it fits or makes sense, okay? So example, he acted like a buffoon at the party by telling jokes and laughing too loudly and too often. Well, buffoon, okay, that's going to be a noun, okay? He acted like a buffoon, okay? And you can substitute the word fool there. Okay, he acted like a fool at the party by telling jokes and laughing too loudly and too often. So if you can come up with a word that you think means the same thing and then it makes perfect sense when you plug it in, that is a good way to understand those words that you don't know.